Now the next concept in the Microsoft Word 2013 we will understand is how to format the paragraph. In the earlier concept we have understood like how to format a text or a word. So over here when you have a document, means a project report or a particular article you have, so you need to format a paragraph itself to to give it a appropriate looking. So over here you'll see that there are so many paragraphs in a document. The first concept we will understand is how to give a alignment, justification and line spacing to your document. Now over here, I'll just select a particular paragraphs. Over here, you will see a justify alignment has been given. If I give a left alignment, there are three alignments which are there, that is left alignment, center alignment, right alignment, and there is a justification. Now, what does these all things work for? In the left alignment, if you'll see that all the text are aligned properly from the left hand side, but they are not properly aligned to the right hand side. The central alignment gives the looking of center alignment. This is the right alignment, and that is the justification. Now in the left alignment, if you'll see, the text are being properly aligned to the left hand side, but they are not aligned properly from the right hand side. The most appropriate use we do for the project reports or for the articles or for the newspaper reading, you'll select a justification alignment. In the justification alignment, what happens? You give a justification to the each word of the sentences, that is there is a proper spacing between the each word of the sentences, and also it is aligned properly from the both the edges of the page, that is from the left hand side and to the right hand side. You'll see the text are properly aligned on this particular area. This type of formatting you will basically see in newspaper articles, in the articles of magazines, or in a company manuals, brochures, and also in the company's reports. You'll see this type of formatting. This is a formal formatting which has been selected by everyone in order to make a report or your project report more formal and appropriate for reading. Now the center alignment is basically chosen for the heading purpose. Like over here, you'll see this heading is given a center alignment. The center alignment can be given only for the headings and not for the whole document. Now, if in case I select the whole paragraphs and I give it a center alignment, so it will give a this looking. So it will not give a crispy looking and an appropriate looking to a document. Now, in a certain cases, there are some articles which you make it in a Microsoft Word and you give a center aligning, like in case if there is an article which has been printed in colleges, or there is any fest manuals, the college fest manuals or something brochures. So this type of like this type of crispy looking article or the alignment is given to the articles. So the center alignment is basically given to the this thing, to the headings and not to the whole document. If it's a formal article, you will always see that there is a justification alignment to the justification has been done to the paragraphs. Now there is a right alignment. If you'll see the right alignment, it's aligned properly from the right hand side, but from here you will see that there is an improper alignment from the left hand side. So we'll select a justify. Now the right alignment is basically given if you want to represent someone's name, like in case if there is a author's bibliography is been given and its name has to be written on the right hand side, so you can select an author's name and you can make a right alignment to the right hand side. Or if there is any particular text which has to be aligned to the right hand side, so you can select that particular text and you can align it to the right hand side respectively. So this is the option of alignment, like you can give a left alignment, center alignment and right alignment as per your own requirement and as per the need for the document before making a final print. And it's a justification which is commonly used because it gives a formal looking and it gives a proper spacing between each word of a sentences and between the paragraphs itself. Now the next is the line spacing. Next to the alignments or the justification, you will see a line spacing and a paragraph spacing. Now over here I have selected 1.5 spacing for the each paragraph. The line spacing is basically spacing between the each line of a sentences and between the paragraph spacing. Now if I select a text over here, a paragraph, you will see it has been given a line spacing of 1.5. If I give a line spacing of 1.0, you'll see that there is a lesser space between each paragraph and there is a less space between the each line of a sentence of a paragraph. So to give a better looking, I'll select 1.15 or appropriately 1.5. If I select a further wider line spacing, that is 2.0, 2.5, 3.0, so you'll see that the spacing between the each line has been increased respectively, and it doesn't give that appropriate looking. So for the formal looking, we basically go for 1.5 line spacing, which will give a proper line spacing between the each sentences of a paragraph and between the paragraphs itself. Now in case if I move this particular paragraph to the next paragraph, this sentences, so you'll see that it has automatically taken another that proper 1.5 inch line spacing between a paragraph. If I press again, so you'll see that again 1.5, that is it has taken 3-inch spacing. I'll press Ctrl plus Z, that is undo, and I'll make this sentence again back to the particular paragraph. Now there is a line spacing option, that is add space before paragraph and remove space before paragraph. Like in case if I select the first paragraph and if I add space, so you'll see that there is a spacing between the paragraph, and if I remove space before paragraph, so there is a lesser space between the paragraph itself. So the line spacing also gives the option for also the remove space after paragraph or remove space before the paragraph. Now there is a option, like if you go down to the if you scroll down a bar, you'll see a line spacing option. In the line spacing option, you can give a spacing of before and after, like 6 point or 12 point or whichever point, like before and after the paragraphs. Line spacing, you can select a multiple option as well, at 2 or at 2.5, whichever line spacing you want to select. I'll select 2 inch and I'll select OK, so you can see the changes accordingly. If I select the whole text and give a lining option, that is before, 12 point, line spacing of multiple, and then 3 inch, so you will see the effects. So this is the line spacing option which gives. Now in case you select, I'll just undo it first. Now basically we choose the line spacing in order to give a proper spacing between the lines of a paragraphs, or between the each paragraph when it starts from a fresh paragraph itself. Now basically you give the line spacing as per your own requirement or as per the need of the document. If you want to make a document in a formal looking way or in an appropriate way, so you give a line that is a line spacing of 1.5. And if there is any article which has to be printed and which has to be closely related, so you can give the line spacing of 1.0 according to your own requirements. And also if like you want to make a print and the document consisting of 2 pages, and you want to make a page like a consist in a one particular page itself, the whole article, so you can decrease the line spacing as well by removing the space and by clicking 1.0 line spacing, and make a print in a one particular page itself of a 2-page article. So this is the spacing, like this is the concept of alignment, justification, and of the line spacing and paragraph spacing in Microsoft Word 2013.